thumbs up. Keep your thumbs up. Keep it up to the music stars. What's good, Facebook, YouTube, Pugh.blogspot.com. It's the one and only Mr. Paul Alexander, Mr. You Know Me, Mr. We Know We, Mr. That's Me, you feel me? Coming to you live with Pugh Blog number 25. Today's topic is relationships. I got some special guests in the house. I got the man behind the scenes, Mr. Derek McGee, and I got the homegirl from LA, Miss Dominique McCoy. So we're gonna give you a little insight on relationships, what we think. Me myself, I'm a relationship guru. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not in a relationship, I have a good insight on relationships from my past, from people's relationships I've seen, and just regular stuff I just be thinking of. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get poppin'?
Ready.
Alright, so I did ask some viewers of my Pugh blogs to ask some questions or some topics that they wanted me to discuss. I took those into consideration, and we will use them on part 2. Now, this is part 1 of the relationship segment. It might be a 3, 4, and 5 because relationships is a real big thing in today's society. So, what are we talking about first?
We're talking about why guys cheat.
On the second segment. Right now, that's part 2. Damo, that's part 2, Damo.
Already into it.
But right now,
we're gonna talk about what makes a good relationship.
Yeah.
The do's and don'ts of relationships, basically. We're gonna focus on the do's. Me personally, I feel that trust is a very key part of a relationship.
why is that, Derek?
Well, I feel that you have to be able to trust whoever you're getting in a relationship with, because you will not be with that person at all times. And you have to know that while they're not with you, that they're not going to be doing anything that you wouldn't approve of. Because you trust them and you have faith in that relationship that you're in. That's how I feel about that.
Me personally, the biggest thing in a relationship that you need to have for a functioning relationship is communication.
Yes.
I feel like that covers like everything in a relationship. Like I think communication even beats cheating, because if y'all was communicating, I don't know, we might have to go into segment 2 right now, because I feel that dudes cheat because sometimes they not getting what they need out of the relationship, so they go off and get it from somebody who will give it to them. I don't think, like, some dudes do cheat like maliciously to get at the girl, but most of the time they just need something from that woman and she's not giving it to them, so they try to get it from someone else. It might not be right, but
I don't agree with it.
I mean, it's life. Speak on it, Damo.
I mean, if a dude is gonna cheat because he doesn't get what he needs, he can go and communicate with his spouse.
Bingo, communication.
You know what I mean? Like,
but if it's no communication, then the nigga ain't gonna know, and the female not gonna know, then it's just gonna...
You're just out.
But I have a question. Let me pose a question. Let's say that there is communication, since we're on the subject of cheating. Let's say that the guy does tell the girl, you know, hey, I want this, or hey, I really like if we can do more of this, and she's like, no, I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, she should have an open mind, because, I mean, she and he, whoever's in the relationship, they should have an open mind, because, you know, you're always not going to be in agreement. You know what I mean? That's why we do communicate, to have those, you know, talks and whatnot. So, I mean, you know, maybe she's dealing with a personal issue that, you know, that's why she's not doing what you may prefer her to do, or that's why he's not doing what you may prefer him to do. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Which brings us to the topic of having a relationship with yourself before you can have a relationship with someone else.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? You gotta be straight with inside before you try to build a new relationship with a whole nother person.
If you can't take care of you, you can't take care of anyone.
Exactly.
And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, because they go into a relationship with so much baggage and so many internal problems with themselves, and you can't function properly in a relationship when you jacked up on the inside.
Exactly. Know yourself before you try to get to know somebody else.
Exactly.
You know?
If you don't know what makes you happy, how can you expect anybody to make you happy?
Love yourself. Self-confidence. There we go. Self-esteem. Love yourself, and then you can get that love from somebody else, or you can, love somebody else, perhaps.
And let's just say that you do love somebody, or that somebody loves you, and you're not, your self-esteem isn't up there. Don't push that person away.
I think, man, that just happened to me. But we're not gonna speak on that. We're not gonna speak on that.
Ladies, it's not too
That
good
is what
to be
happened.
true. Each and every one of you deserve to be loved. You know,
Everybody does.
do not push
Big,
somebody
small,
away.
brown, yellow.
Skinny, tall. Skinny, tall.
Everybody, and it's a soulmate out there for everybody. I don't want to get biblical on y'all, but I gotta do this.
Gotta do it. Do it.
So, I gotta tell my little story. So in the Bible, it was in Genesis when God created Adam and Eve. Adam was created first, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right there,
Right.
PK. That's a PK right there.
I'm a PK.
Preacher kid.
Check you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Adam was created first. Check this out. God took Adam's rib,
Yes, sir.
a piece of Adam's rib, to create Eve. So check this out. When you find your mate, it's gonna be like that. You know why? Because she's already gonna be a part of you.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? God has made a person for everybody. And I think people push other people away because that's not what they're looking for.
Exactly.
But that's not, God made a person just for you. We don't always agree with what God says, but he knows everything. He knows when we about to mess up. He knows everything. And I think people don't be open-minded enough to understand that. And then that's why people end up being lonely for the rest of their lives.
Because people look for what they want instead of what, God has a plan for them. God has a plan, and so people already look for, oh, I want this, but you don't really need that. You know what I mean?
You know what they say? They say that if you want to hear God laugh, just tell him what you have planned.
That's nice.
Thought I'd throw that in there. But back to relationships.
Sorry I had to get biblical on y'all. It always, I don't know.
It's
Sorry.
okay. But yeah, don't push people away. Especially, I have a problem with ladies who push away genuine guys who are being genuine, who don't play the game. I have a problem with that. I like to play games. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you can't help because maybe you don't know that girl's past, so it's like all she knows is dudes that play games. So she's gonna come into the relationship thinking that you're one of the guys that play games. You know what I mean? So she's already gonna have that guard up, and if it's like she's not comfortable with letting that guard down, then you can't push her to the side, give her a chance. Try to let her feel comfortable within letting that guard down, because most girls are not comfortable with that.
Alright, folks, is getting into the end of our first segment of this Pugh blog, number 25, on relationships. But part 2 is on the way, so videos can't be too long because they are on YouTube, and YouTube told me that it couldn't be past 10 minutes. So you know what I'm saying? This video is coming to an end, but check out part 2 of Pugh blog, number 25. We'll see y'all in a minute.